Hello students, as we are discussing the chapter sources of energy of class 8th, and in this chapter we have discussed about the natural resources and fossil fuels like coal, petroleum and natural gas, how they are formed, how they are obtained, and how their refining is done, and the different product obtained during their refining along with their uses. Now today we will discuss the limitation of fossil fuels, or you can say that the consequences of over extraction of coal and petroleum. So limitation of fossil fuels are, first one, they are limited availability, and the second one is they cause air pollution. So first of all we will discuss the limited availability. As the name indicate, fossil fuels are non-renewable sources of energy, we know that, and they take million of years to be formed. Firstly, it took million of years for their conversion of dead organism into fossil fuels, and secondly, these sources cannot replenish themselves by quick recycling and replacement. So if these resources are used at their present rate of large consumption, the known reserves of these fossil fuels will last only a few hundred years. So the rate at which we are using petroleum, the day is not too far when all the petroleum reserves may become depleted, and they also cause air pollution. Burning of fossil fuels produce gases like carbon dioxide and sulfur dioxide, carbon dioxide CO2 and sulfur dioxide SO2, and smoke, and these gases products and smoke cause air pollution and global warming. We have also discussed this in chapter, and other discussion we will do in chapter air pollution. And this air pollution leads to respiratory problem in human beings. Respiratory problems are related with our respiratory system, and it causes suffocation, and sometimes it may even cause death. And the sulfur dioxide gas produced due to the burning of the fossil fuel, it will combine with rainwater, and when it combine with rainwater it will form sulfuric acid and make the rain acidic, and this polluted rain containing sulfuric acid is called acid rain. This is called acid rain, and this acid rain has effect on aquatic as well as terrestrial life. And if this acid rain fall on the land, it makes the land infertile, it damage the plant, it damage the growth of the plant, and if it fall on water, then it make the water acidic and create abnormal conditions to the organisms that live in water. And when they fall on historical monuments like Taj Mahal is one of the example, or is a major sufferer of the acid rain. The color of the marble used in Taj Mahal is going to be yellow now because of the effect of acid rain, and we know that these are acid, and acid are corrosive in nature. So the yellowing of marble is known as marble cancer. It is known as marble cancer, and it is the effect of acid rain. It also corrode the monuments made up of metals. Metals start corroding, and they will become they lose their luster and their shine. Now coal mining is reported. Coal mining, if we do over extraction of the coal and petroleum, then the coal mining is reported to cause some major environmental problems. And methane is a major greenhouse gas. It is released during coal mining, and it may also get mixed with groundwater, causing water pollution. So its over extraction and overuse both are creating problem. Over extraction and overuse, they are creating problems, and the major consequences of its overuse is that it will be finished in next 100 years because we have limited reserves of coal, and our next generation may not use the coal and petroleum. Now conservation of fossil fuel. How can we conserve the fossil fuel? And we have already discussed that fossil fuels are available in limited amount in nature. So we should follow the things to conserve them. So we should slow down. Firstly, we should slow down the use of fossil fuel and use these fuels only when absolutely necessary. Energy should be generated from biomass. And we should use renewable sources of energy like wind energy, solar energy, hydro energy to fulfill our needs. Petrol and diesel can be saved by using more fuel efficient machines, by driving vehicle at a moderate speed, by switching off the engines of vehicle at red light, by ensuring correct tire pressure, and by regular maintenance of the vehicle. If the speed is very slow, if the speed of a vehicle is very slow or very fast, it will consume more fuel. So we have to drive the vehicle at a moderate speed. And petrol and diesel, they are they are also saved. They can also saved by using carpools. It is a good way to reduce consumption fuel like petrol and diesel, and the use of public transport. Nowadays we have to less use of public transport, but the use of public transport instead of the use of personal vehicle is also one of the best way to reduce the consumption of fossil fuels. And walking down to nearby places instead of going by a vehicle also help to save fuel. So we have some question regarding today's topic. Why should we use petrol and diesel only when absolutely necessary? And what are the disadvantages of using fossil fuels? We say fossil fuels will last only for a few hundred years. Comment on this statement. And the fourth one is, what are the formula of sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide?